2020 has seen the world thrown into chaos. Millions of people are not only trying to keep a roof over their heads, but survive a deadly pandemic. So that's why we're going to talk about buying next-gen gaming consoles. Specifically, I'm going to be trying to help those with decent PCs, try and decide which console is best for them, and I think that console is the Sony PlayStation 5. And funny enough, we're being pushed closer to the Sony side by Microsoft being too good and offering too much value. Now look, I'm not a dum-dum. I do know that most people have already decided if they're getting a PS5 or an Xbox Series console. But sadly, we are dealing with a huge shortage that could possibly last into 2021, giving plenty of time for your indecisive nature to take over and get you to start flip-flopping all over the place. But like I said before, those with a gaming PC or laptop can easily avoid this dilemma. And for the console gamers, I'm still gonna hit you with why the PS5 is my number one. So it's pretty simple why I say that you're getting the best of both worlds with a PS5 and a gaming PC. And that, of course, is the insane value of Xbox Game Pass. If you didn't already know, Game Pass gives PC gamers all current Xbox exclusives and other Microsoft-owned titles. Not to mention EA Play coming over in December, and we have the expectation that Bethesda will be bringing their titles over to Game Pass as well. And all of this for a glorious $9.99 a month. Oh yeah, and for $14.99 a month, you can get the Android Cloud Gaming under there, which comes with even more amazing titles. Quite the Microsoft ad going on right now. And I don't even feel shame about it. I think this service is incredible. I think it's an amazing value. But that's the problem right there. I think it's too good of a value. Now real quick before I get into it, when I say decent PC, I mean a system capable of playing newer AAA titles at around 60 FPS and 1080p. Right here's a quick example of something I threw together that is pretty comparable to the next generation of consoles. Ryzen 5 3600, 5700 XT, 16 gigs of 3600 RAM, a pretty good gaming setup for just under $1,000. And for about $800, you could still probably hit this mark, just maybe not with the very newest, most intense titles. It's always exciting when we get the next gen consoles. They're gonna be worth a whole lot more than you're gonna pay for them. That's the design. They know that they're gonna lose money on it right now, but look how long the PS4 and the Xbox One lasted. They were still producing them, probably still producing them, selling them for almost the exact same price. They'll get that money back. So for the next couple years at least, until we, triple speeds of PC parts, which, look at Nvidia, they're kind of already doing that. But anyway, we can still take advantage of that right now. Very, very exciting. God, no, I'm just super excited. I'm just super pumped about this. Now we look at someone like me who has the gaming laptop, has a gaming PC, the whole setup. Why do I need a console at all? Why don't I just stick with the PC? And to that I'd answer PlayStation exclusives and a simple gaming solution for the living room, you stupid, stupid idiot. Then again, we could also argue that the PS5 giant spaceship design isn't really appropriate for anywhere. But I already got the go-ahead from the girlfriend, so your experience may vary. As with most years, PS5 has gotten the best exclusives, and you've got Spider-Face, God of War, Horizon, and the whole reason I'm excited for the next gen, Demon's Souls, which I will be live streaming for 38, 40, 60 hours straight. On launch night, we're gonna hook it up and we're gonna get playing. Don't watch. Now, of course, the Xbox does have great exclusives like Forza, Gears of War, and Halo, but we've got that covered thanks to Game Pass. We don't need that box, bruh. PlayStation does offer a kind of similar service in PS Now PC, but it is strictly streaming and comes with much older titles, and I don't think it actually does come with anything new. Now, I did enjoy this service. I played completely through Bloodborne and a few indie titles. It was fun, but sadly, the experience wasn't the best in terms of performance or selection. But how funny is it that one company doing something bad and then their competitor doing something really good pushes me towards the bad competitor? It's just, it's ironic. Sad. I'm just gonna assume that Microsoft knows what they're doing. They're a lot better at business than Sony. They want the one-stop shop. This is the experience they're looking for, and maybe they're just gonna make a crazy amount of money and everyone's gonna buy an Xbox. My other thing is having a game station that is not in your PC room. I think many of us have found out the hard way that our families and those we live with don't really want a, sometimes giant, loud, bright, computer machine right there in the living room for everyone to see. It's embarrassing. I get it. So it's gonna be a lot easier sell to throw in this little black rectangular prism or this 8-foot tall replica of Perfect Cell's head. That's going to be points for both, I guess. But the comparison is more for whether we're just sticking with a PC or if we're going to be grabbing and adding on a PS5 to the home. For these people, adding a Series X just seems redundant to me, but maybe you want the synergy across room to room. Oh God, it feels like I'm all over the place. Let's just try a little finishing portion, a little sum it up and get on about your day, son. The Xbox Series looks like a great machine. Probably is gonna make anyone without a gaming PC incredibly happy. It's got good exclusives and the last gen games at launch. You get the supercharged Game Pass and even cloud gaming for your phone, which can even utilize the new Series X controllers. This is all good. This is all good things. But the PS5 is also great for the same reasons, just without a slimmed down version of Game Pass or smartphone streaming. But look at us, the PC people, in a golden age where we're getting consideration from the gaming gods above. By utilizing Game Pass, we can add that PS5 to the living room, we can grab it and we can throw it right next to our PC and stream up at the same time, all with the biggest and best exclusive games and all the stuff that we ever wanted. That is a win-win, brother. As long as you have about $1,000 for the PC and $400 for the PS5 and $200 for the games and accessories, $10 a month for PS Plus, the other $10 for Xbox Game Pass. Jesus Christ, that is a lot if you list it all out and add it all up, so let's not do that. Well, that's easy enough, isn't it? In these terrible times, if your biggest concern in the world is whether or not to buy a console, whether or not to buy an extra console, or whether you need to have all three, guess what? You're doing good. You're not going hungry, so God bless that. God bless you, you lucky boy. Get out there and play your video games and complain about stuff on Twitter. You're the world's last hope. Look out for the invasion of the cloud people.